Remember chocolate phosphates?
No.
You're too young, girl.
You go dancing. Everybody get up and dance.
Woo!
That's right. We're dancing with Ms. Biz Radio with Christina Gears, your integrated financial planner. I'm Phyllis Smith. So we've all heard of the food pyramid, right?
I love food.
But your pyramid is called the Pyramid of Financial Independence. What is that?
Well, you know, it's all well and good to say, okay, so you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, you're supposed to have some money here, some money there, somebody did. Well, what does that mean? So then let's take the regular financial planner. You go to that financial planner, they send you 12 different sheets of paper that you have to fill out. Do you want to fill out 12 different sheets of paper? I don't. So that cuts a lot of people out of the financial planning process. They don't want to do that, okay? So then, once you do, they come in, then, you know, they're like, okay, so I don't understand what you're saying. And then, if you did fill out those 12 pieces of paper, when you're all done, you get this leather-bound book with about 300 pages in it. There's your financial plan, man, okay? And you know, the husband usually acts like he knows. Oh, okay, yeah. And the woman is like, okay, honey, well, if you know, I mean, whatever you think is best, you know, because I don't know what I'm doing either. Okay, so now, that's not bad, ladies. That's not bad, because nobody knows what they're doing, okay? All we get taught is buy and charge, okay? They do a great job at that. But do you see them screaming about, oh, how much do you have in your emergency cash today? Yay, that's the girl that does it. You don't see that. So I created this visual, really simple visual, because remember, I did not study this in college. Did not. I had to learn it, and I learned it really well because it's fun. It's really good, and you feel so good when you have a plan. Okay, so for example, I had this one client. Now this is a sad story. She's been with me. She's a single mom. Her kids are finally grown out of the house. She's been with me about 15 years. And you know how we all have our dirty little secrets? Mm-hmm. Phyllis, you wouldn't believe.
Not me.
She, you know, I'm trying to get her to buy long-term care insurance, and she keeps losing the paperwork and doing this. And finally I said, Carol, her name's not Carol, I'm using the same Carol from the other one. What are you doing, girl? You've got to get this. So then she says, well, you know what, let's reschedule. So we rescheduled the appointment. In between that, I get this long, on legal paper letter that says, I've never told you this before, but I've been shocked into the fact that I've got to tell you because I'm in debt and I've never told you about it. I've had a $40,000 line of credit on my house at 9.5% for almost 20 years. Mm. And she says, I keep paying $400 a month religiously, and it's still $40,000. Well, welcome to the world. And I always thought because it was a house loan, quote unquote, it was okay. Mm-hmm. But what she realized was it wasn't okay because she thought her house was paid off. She never connected it with that was against her house already. So she asked for a $50,000 home equity loan to pay off the $40,000 and another $10,000 of other stuff, you know.
Right.
Home Depot, mm-hmm. 28%.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it, ladies.
Yeah. But in your pyramid, you start out, you have a foundation. It's like you build, like almost like building a house. So you start out with your foundation.
And you can't do anything till you pay off your debt. Well, this reminds me of Sunset Boulevard.
And once again, this is Ms. Biz Radio with Integrated Financial Planner Christina Gears. I'm Phyllis Smith. You've got just a taste today of the fabulous Christina Gear. She is a trip. She is brilliant. You've got to call this woman. You've got to tune in every Saturday, same time, 3 to 4. Christina, let's just talk about, kind of put it all together for what we talked about now, and then let's find out what's going on next week.
Okay, all right. So we talked about, how I got started in all this. I fell into it, but I really loved it because it gave me control in my life. That's what it'll do, ladies. It'll give you control. When you have a financial plan, it'll give you, no matter how simple it is, it doesn't have to be complicated. Simple financial plan will give you control. The pyramid, the integrated financial planning process will help you feel cared for. So you will get that for yourself. You don't have to depend on someone else to have you be protected. Then also you'll have a simple pyramid that you can see how the financial planning process works. We'll be getting rid of any credit card debt that you have. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take a long time, If you've got a lot of credit card debt, it's going to take 5 or 6 years to get yourself back on track. But that's okay, because if you're 50 years old, you'll only be 56, and that's still young when you're looking at 77 is healthy. I have a client base. I've been in the business for 30 years. I've got a lot of clients in their 70s. And let me tell you, I had one couple come in 72 years old. She found herself a guy. They're getting married. They're building a new house. She's selling her house. He's selling their house. They're like lovebirds. I mean, this is fabulous, Life does not end at 55, ladies. It actually is just beginning. So that whole process, the pyramid, getting clean with yourself, changing what you're supposed to do, and then what we're going to start then with next week's segment is we're going to start dissecting the pyramid, okay? Little at a time, we're going to go slow, and we're going to dissect the pyramid. And having a coach will help you because this is going to be a big change. You can't just do a little bit of it, ladies. Got to do all of it. And that means you got to start thinking about a lot of things. But you know what? Pretty soon it's going to be just like brushing your teeth. Just like brushing your teeth, and you'll know all about it and you'll feel good. But it's not going to be easy. That's why you got to get your big girl panties on and deal with it.
And I love what you call it, the pyramid of financial independence.